One manic episode is enough to give you bipolar 1 disorder. Manic episode is what we talked about before. It's lasting 1 week or more. You have incredible flight of ideas, grandiosity. You're having rushed speaking. You're not able to get any sleep, and you're able to survive without any sleep. You want to think of the person, who plunges their entire life savings into this money-making scheme that they just thought of, and they haven't been sleeping for an entire week, and they're going to change the world, and whoa. Okay. One manic episode, bipolar 1. Everything else, hypomanic disorder, bipolar 2. Well, what is a hypomanic disorder? How are you going to, what is a hypomanic episode? How are they going to test you on that? What is it going to look like on a quiz? Well, first of all, it's less than 1 week. They love that. Less than 1 week. Not as extreme, and from that you can infer no psychotic features. You don't think that you can walk on air. You're not tempted to just walk off of a building because you're God, and there's no way that you're going to be able to fall or get hurt. Are you serious? Nothing like that. Alright, so the big thing, less than 1 week. And also, they also like putting in there that, you've been able to get by on a little bit less sleep than normal, compared to full-blown manic where you don't need to sleep. Okay, so let's look at psychothermic disorder now. Well, psychothermic disorder, it's kind of like you're at a really mild stage of everything. Up, your highs, yeah, they're kind of high, but they're not, manic high or anything. Okay, and your lows, well, I guess they're kind of low here. They're below normal, but they're not crazy low. Okay, but still, these things last a while, 2 years. All right, major depressive disorder. I don't like dig space. There's too much dig in this book. Siggy caps, it's the easiest one, okay? Sleep, interest, guilt, energy, concentration, appetite, psychomotor retardation, suicide. Right? It's easy, and you're going to remember that when you have to take CS. 5 of 9. Huge that it has to be 5 of 9. All right. So I have these little drawings here to show you how, I know it's not a word, but impactful all these things are. Major depressive disorder, big downer. Major depressive disorder with psychotic features, huge downer. All right. And remember when we were looking at schizoaffective disorder, and we were trying to differentiate it from a mood disorder with psychotic features. What was the difference? Well, schizoaffective disorder, you have an underlying psychotic disorder in the absence of a mood disorder. Meaning that even when you're not having any sort of depressive symptoms for 2 weeks, you still exhibit signs of psychosis. Still start seeing things coming out of the wall and voices talking to you and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Persistent depressive disorder. Well, it's a milder form of major depressive disorder, but it lasts a long time. Kind of similar to psychothermic disorder, 2 years. But the lows aren't as low, but it's still no good. Major depressive disorder with seasonal pattern, you'll just see it during the winter months or during the cold months or something. And again, 2 years. You keep seeing 2 years for these long-standing things. Remember that. And then depression with atypical features. Usually people are depressed, you think, they stay in bed, they don't eat, they don't want to do anything, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And in this case, it can come and go. Maybe you have someone, who eats a lot. Maybe you have someone who sleeps a lot. Maybe you have it can come and go. But what I've noticed that questions love to put in, and not just for step 1, is this leaden paralysis. And they're not going to use the words leaden paralysis. They'll just say it's impossible for them to get out of bed because they feel so heavy and they can't move. Right? Anytime you hear something like that, it's so heavy, I'm not able to move, you should start thinking about depression with atypical features. Now inhibitors aren't used that much anymore. And they're not first line, so, there you go. SSRIs, and I guess always therapy. Anyway. Siggy caps, hypomanic, it's not 1 week. Things aren't as crazy. the way they'll test you on it is less than 1 week, you still get a little bit of sleep, and you're not plunging your entire life savings. You're not giving up on your entire life's goal for one thing. It's not as out there. And always remember Siggy caps, dig space or whatever. It's so stupid. Siggy caps, 5 of 9. Just remember Siggy caps.